Several of the Cinema Planet's largest stars will be in Toronto the 1 week as the Canada Town's yearly movie fest embarks on its newest publication. Near them will be several growing stars and family member newcomers who are already generative hum in the construct up to the year's Hollywood Awards time of year. There are a few of the names to see out to. Savage Rosa, a melodic story set in Glasgow, has its Planet opening in Toronto on Saturday, could be her largest successful today. Aimed by Tom Harpist, it tells the history of Rosa Lynn Harlan, a solitary mom and condemned penal who ambition of proper a Nashville celebrity. Lady Julie Walters and Sophie Okondo company star in the movie, that reaches UK cinemas on February 8. Relying on a couple of memoirs spelled by dad and son David and Nick Sheff, the movie sees him act a youthful man who becomes inclined to meth. Steve Carell acting Calumet's worried dad in Felix Van Groeningen's movie, that premieres in Toronto on Friday front of its UK produce in January, emerging as a youthful spy in the Kingsman films. 28-year-old Cookson is no unknown to the dark planet of spying. How makes her ultimate for Red Joan, a reality-inspired AMD How draws on the lifetime of Melita Norwood, the female show in 1999 to be the longest-serving Soviet spy in Britain. Lady Judi Dench and Cookson act the movie's major nature at various ages in her lifetime in Sir Trevor Nunn's movie, that premieres in Toronto on Friday. The movie reaches UK cinemas following April quickly, although the entire planet will be aware of her talents thanks to her forthcoming part in Steve McQueen's Robbery AMD Widows. Relying on Linda LaPlante's 1980s TV episode, the movie sees Evo act one of 4 persons bereaved female who rotate to criminality while their husbands are annihilated. Guideline Man statute certainly beckons for the 21-year-old son of CEO Peter Hedges, bolstered no question by his amateur performance in 2 Toronto premieres. In Boy Erased, he acting the son of a baptism minister, Russell Crowe, who, along in his woman, Nicole Kidman, forces him to expose gay transformation treatment. Ben is Behind, meantime, casts him as a convalescent heroin drug addict who surprises his mom, Julia Roberts, in an undeclared Yuletide trip. Down There's no affirmed UK produce day yet for Ben is Behind, but Boy Erased will be out in the UK in February. Barry Jenkins' pursue up to the Oscar-winning Moon looks set to propose and glowing demonstrate for 26-year-old Lane in which is her at first movie today. Relying on The Roman by James Baldwin, If Bale Road Could Say casts her as Tish, a again pregnant woman youthful female in 1970s Harlem whose groom is wrongly charged of rape her. Toronto home Stephen James company stars in the movie, that premieres in Toronto on Saturday and reaches UK cinemas on January 18. Gary Deer's 1988 bid to be his side's president applicant was effectively derailed by an estimated illegitimate case in a pattern named Donna Reese. His history is now creature retold in The Frontline Begun, in that Hugh Jackman acting Deer, Vera Farmiga his woman and Sarah Paxton Reese. Reese is a potential sight-catching part for Paxton, a ex-Kid artist who's perhaps top-named for Game the Nominal Nymph in 2000's IXS Aquamarine. Jason Reitman's movie premieres in Toronto on Friday and reaches UK cinemas in January. More Than Headlines should pursue thanks to her roles in 2 Toronto titles, Roman Adapt The Loathe You Offer, and Planet War 2 AMD Wherever Hands Concern. The Loathe You Offer sees Stenberg act a youthful lady who is the just eyewitness to the deadly police force survey of her unarmed top boyfriend. In Wherever Hands Concern, aimed by Britain's Amma Asante, she acting a biracial teenager in By the Nazi Germany who waterfall in loving in a term of the Nazi youthful. The Loathe You Offer comes out in the UK on October 26. Down There's no UK produce day yet for Wherever Hands Concern. Now 17. The BAFTA-nominated celebrity of the Enfield Obsessive and Britannia comes to Toronto in Gwyn, a village AMD set in 19th Age Wales. The Toronto World Movie Fest rest of 6 to 16 September.